Hi all. Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody. All right, this video is about one thing and one thing only, and that's Prince Andrew and this settlement that he took with that Virginia Guthrie woman. Very disappointed. All right, let's just jump right in with both feet, shall we? Let's go. And I want you all to know that I'm going out of my way to not use any descriptive words or anything that would upset anybody, okay? So let's just jump right in and go, shall we? Let's go. Andrew settled the case brought against him. Against Virginia, I think it's pronounced Guthrie. I'm very disappointed by this. I would have liked to have seen it go to court. She has been a proven liar and perjurer, and I think they would have made mincemeat out of her on the stand. So, yes, I'm very disappointed that it was settled. I understand why it was settled. I'm sure that Prince Charles and Prince William were, telling him to settle, pushing him to settle. It's the Queen's Jubilee. Come on, let's go. But I'm still very disappointed. Virginia Guthrie told people this was not about money. It's never about money. It's only about justice. But as soon as they waved enough money in her face, there went the case. Now, we really don't know how much money. It's private and confidential. People are guesstimating how much, but the truth is we don't know how much. All right, let's go back to this woman. This woman is known to be a liar, and she perjured herself under oath. She is, for instance, she was forced to admit that she lied in her 2014 statement where she said she had been trafficked to some foreign presidents, and come to find out that was a lie. In 1999, she claimed that two friends of Mr. Epstein's assaulted her, but they were unable to pursue the case because of the victim's lack of credibility after finding glaring contradictions in her accounts of what happened. Oh, leave it to Netflix. Netflix actually did a documentary about Epstein, and there were multiple problems, and this was one of them, okay? Stick with me. Virginia said she had relations with Prince Andrew at Epstein's Island, and the only person who backed up her story was a maintenance worker named Steve Scully. And he gives this whole story. But had Netflix checked it, they would have found that Scully claimed all the events took place in 2004 when Virginia was already married with children living in Australia and hadn't been in contact with Epstein for years. Now, Virginia also claimed that she had been trafficked to Alan Dershowitz. But there were so many contradictions in the claims that even Virginia's legal team put out a statement saying it was wrong to accuse him. Now that's saying something. And just FYI, another accuser against Dershowitz was somebody named Sarah Ransom, who was in the Netflix documentary and who also stated in court documents that she had had encounters with Dershowitz at Epstein's behest when she was in her 20s. And Dershowitz said, I never met her and I don't know anything about it. So this woman, Ransom, tells Maureen Callahan of the New York Post in 2016 that she had tapes of herself having relations with Richard Branson, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, and also had a tape of Hillary Clinton. But when she was asked to produce the tapes, she said they had been sent to Europe for their protection because Clinton had arranged for the CIA to kill her. And then she said she was under the protection of the KGB. And she later confessed to another journalist that she had lied and the tapes didn't exist. And that fact was not mentioned in the Netflix documentary. And the moral of that story, ladies and gentlemen, is remember that Netflix produces content for entertainment. They're not real. Their crap isn't checked. They just put it out there to get you to click. Got it? All right. So some of the lies that she's been caught in are lying about being trafficked to the daughter of a famous marine biologist. And just so you know, she claimed that she was trafficked to Jacques Cousteau's daughter. She was caught lying about being trafficked to millionaires Glenn and Eva Dubin. She was lying about being trafficked to senators. She was lying about becoming pregnant with Epstein's baby. I mean, the woman couldn't tell the truth if it smacked her in the face. That's why I wanted this to go into court. I feel on cross-examination, they would have made mincemeat out of her. So Andrew's attorney said, well, you've been showing this picture to everybody and it was faked, and we would like to see the original photo. And of course, Virginia Guthrie Roberts now says, oh, I lost it. Really? Piers Morgan, you guys know how I love him. He chimed in and called Andrew a sniveling little coward. I completely agree with that. Now everybody is speculating, how much money is she getting, that the Queen ordered it, that the Queen's going to pay it. None of that is true, as far as I can tell. It's just not true. Andrew is a grown man, and he's solely responsible for whatever he has to pay. Now, Angela Levin's been talking to people, and according to her, while Prince Andrew's not allowed to speak about the case, Virginia can talk about it till she's blue in the face. But as Tamarindo said, which version? Because she literally changed her story every 5 minutes. Her friends have stepped up and said she was texting them, ooh, I got to sleep with Prince Andrew, how cool. So for those of you who are worried that she's going to ruin the Queen's Jubilee, apparently under the terms of the settlement, she's not allowed to speak about it till next year. Good. And this story really got me thinking, because I feel like they settled it to clear the way for Andrew to attend Prince Philip's service of Thanksgiving and the other events for the Platinum Jubilee. He may have been stripped of his stuff, but he's still a member of the family. And Philip was still his father. And Dan Wooten pointed out that Prince Andrew will never be able to clear his name now because he settled. And when you settle, it makes you look guilty. I agree. Now, in a crazy twist of fate, Epstein's ex-wife is now suing Virginia for $10 million because she said Virginia named her as a recruiter, and she said that's absolutely not true. I wonder if Virginia will settle with her. For those of you who said Scotland Yard didn't do their job when they were first investigating, I think they did the investigation, found out about this girl's perjury and her lies and her changing stories, and said, you know what, we're not going to go any further with this because she's not credible, which is what happened with some of the other complaints that she made. And everybody screamed, oh, Scotland Yard's not doing their job. I think they did their job and found out that she was a liar. That's why they never went any further with it. I'm going to end this with basically pointing something out. Number one, Virginia was over the age of consent in the UK. She was over the age of consent in New York. So if she's sleeping with these people, you can't charge somebody with assault if the person you're sleeping with is consenting and they're over the age. Second of all, she had a passport, and because she was 17, her parents had to sign for the passport. And in between all of that, she was going home to her parents. She could have said something to her parents at any time, but she didn't. It's already been proven that she was flying around on private jets, staying in the best hotels, meeting interesting people. I think she enjoyed it. I think she was liking what she was doing. And then I think she saw a chance to make some money. The woman has now become a multimillionaire from settling all these cases, even though she's a proven perjurer in court. That just doesn't sit well with me. I have the utmost sympathy for people who really are trafficked, but I don't believe that she was. I'm sorry. You know, people that are trafficked are isolated from their friends and their family. This girl was going home intermittently to sleep in her own bed and be around her family. She was texting and in contact with friends. She had a phone. I'm just not buying it. So I want those comments. Why do you think he settled? I think he settled because it was the Queen's Platinum Jubilee year and it was overtaking the news, and the family wanted it gone so the Queen could enjoy her Platinum Jubilee year. But leave your comments below because I want your thoughts on it. You know how I am. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to be notified when I upload videos. And if you've already hit the subscribe button, please go back and double check to make sure you're still subscribed, since people are letting me know that they've suddenly been unsubscribed and they're having to resubscribe. Just check that button every time you come to my channel. Make sure you're still there. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Getter. You can email me. For those who have donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys have a great day.